shared by via live news, posted on companies like official websites also, or shared on social media platforms, right? And that is a press release. Like, in one word, in a nutshell, we can say that the press release can be shared via any reliable communication channel. All right, so we can use any one of it, but it should be a reliable one. Okay. All right, so now let's come to Inspector Ira, and she has been working on a case here for the past 1 week. She is on this case, and a car with, what is the case here? So a car driving on the highway, it had lost control and broke the fences and drove straight into a nearby lake, leaving all the locals shocked. All right, so the local people over there also could not believe that such a thing could happen. So fortunately, the locals saved the man, yes, from that accident somehow, and an investigation was started immediately. The investigation, it started there, and an investigation is often carried out in these cases to prevent the recurrence of that accident. So that is what I said. So here, if that area is accident prone and this accident has taken place there, so if the investigation starts, so then the masses, the citizens will also come to know about it, and they can keep themselves away from falling into such a situation. Or it can also happen that through again a press release, the area over there can have some other infrastructure, maybe some signboards or many any other thing over there, which can keep the other people safe from falling into such a situation again, right? Okay, so the police here again, they are responsible for the safety and the protection of the general masses. We all know that, isn't it? All right, so therefore it is their duty to like their duty to keep us also informed about everything that is happening, and every case needs equal attention. Like if it is a crime or accident, so it needs equal attention for each case, and an investigation is always carried out. Like even in the case of an accident also, investigation is there, it should be there. So, this is also done to make sure that there is no foul play involved. What do you mean by that? It means that nothing wrong is reported over there, right? What has really happened has like is to be portrayed there. Okay, so that is what it means. So, let's find out more about this case here. Okay, so now Inspector Ira, as I said, like has been working on like hard on this case for the past 1 week, and now she wants to release an official statement. That's a press release that she wants on the status of the case, like where it has reached, how much of investigation has been done. So she wants a press release also, but she's currently occupied with some other formalities here, and here she requires your help to draft a press release for the citizens. Okay, so now Inspector Ira and her team have promised to upgrade the city. All right, and here it, like, why to upgrade? Because it's going to make it safe for the other people, for the commuters, once the press release is out. So now Inspector Ira, she has got all the information, because as she is working on it from the very beginning, she has got every information with her. So now, however, her report is in the form of notes only. So we talked about the press release. How should it be? In the formal language. It should be much official, right? So when you are having any notes over there, so we cannot put that in the press release, and her notes consists of phrasal verbs. So now we will have to take like a look at her the notes here that Inspector Ira has created. Fine, so let's go for that. So now here we have the notes that she has already created, and they are really in sort of notes, right? So car, and she has mentioned here, drove off and then lane at 5 p.m. and the driver saved and looked after by locals until ambulance arrived, that is at 5:30 p.m. and search team spread out Force Lake at 7 p.m. and the car tracked down, and the time is 8:30 p.m. So this is what she has gathered, and she has drafted her notes in short simple phrases, right? Phrases, they are group of words, right? They are not full sentences to give you the full meaning. And they're using, she has used the phrasal verbs to here. So drove off, looked after, spread out, tracked down. They are all the phrasal verbs that she has used. Okay, so when we see drove off, so here if you feel that drove off, you must be having the meaning of drove off in your mind, right? But drove off here has got a hidden meaning also. All right, so we will have to find out that. Now, the language that is used here is not formal, as I said, and it cannot be used in the press release. So, we must ensure that the statement that is released to the general public. So, press release is for general public, isn't it? So, when it is released for the general public, it should use formal language, simple language, as well as effective language, so that when the other people read it, all the citizens, they read it, they will understand. And if they understand, then only they will be able to follow it. Yes, they will be able to comprehend it, means they will understand what is written there, and then only they will work according to it. If something is there which is not understood by them, then it is of no use, isn't it? So it should be effective, simple, and formal. So we have to keep all these things in mind. All right. So here we will have to quickly refresh our understanding of verbs and prepositions. Why? Because phrasal verbs are made up of verbs and prepositions together. Okay. So we will just have a revision on it. So you already